Okay, I'm ready. Hello, my Goosebumpers. I don't even have to say anything. That's all I have for you guys today. So, I finally finished it. I finally finished the monstrosity that is Night of the Squawker. I think we can all agree that none of us expected this to be good. I must say, it's not as terrible as I originally thought it was going to be. Until, like, chapter, like, I don't know, 15. Or it's like, oh shit, now it's going downhill. Who could have saw that one coming? Almost halfway through the book, and yeah, almost halfway. This is a 40-chapter fucking book. 39, but this is a almost 40-chapter book. You fucking telling me this is the product? This is as long as, like, your average, like, special edition. I mean, not as long, because, I mean, it's not a special edition. The chapter's usually longer, and there might be more of them sometimes. Like, for all I know, there's books that go on for, like, 50 chapters. I haven't read them all. I don't have them all yet, for as big as this all is. But, yeah. Sorry. Try to be polite when I do it, so you guys don't have to see that. But, it's normal. But, yeah, this is just a monstrosity, and, before we get into this, I just want to say real quick, I'll make this snappy for the 2-minute mark without the intro. I'm sorry for not being as frequent on YouTube. I should upload a little more, I must say. I could do shorts easily, but I've been holding off a little while because I had a rough weekend. One, I scootered across town, so 2, I wanted a break, and 3, I don't know. But yeah, I will get out less videos this week, sadly, because, you know, some stuff is gonna happen in, summer months, so I want to get some stuff ready. I need to pre-record a lot of stuff. July, specifically, for, a few reasons. Speaking of which, this might be a little shorts, I am having. Anyways, you never know, though. No confirmations. Microphone. Anyways, yes, let's get to this bullshit of a book. So as per usual, we start with the blurb. Cooper, Clevin, and his sister Anna are fishing with their parents. Now always a fun time when you have pretty shitty parents. I'm just joking. I love you, Mom and Dad. At a woodland pond. Why would they call it woodland pond? I don't get that name. It's stupid and it's so stereotypical. When they come across an injured bird. Spooky. Anna, a huge animal lover, insists on taking the bird home to rehabilitate. But the bird really does not want to be rescued. It bites Anna. Soon, she's behaving very strangely, perching up in high trees and gathering sticks to hide in a room. Which happens, like, very late into the book, so there's revealing, like, very late stuff. Like, that is, like, some of the late stuff. Even the first thing, the gathering sticks is, like, the last birdie thing that happened in this entire book. Like, you're just giving away a lot. I'm sorry, it's a little far into the book. Cooper doesn't, well, technically I was right. Cooper doesn't want to jump to any conclusions, but his sister seems to be going to the birds. A little insane. She's going cuckoo. No pun intended. Muffet's happy with Fright Night, which I'm extremely excited for many reasons. One being, it actually sounds like a genuinely good book, and also cover art's pretty awesome. And when we usually have custom covers, I was like, The Dummy Meets the Mummy, that book turned out really good, in my opinion. But, and you guys might hate, though. You guys are like, whatever. But that's your opinion, so I must respect it. So, yeah, that was the blurb, and, as we usually say, this book was not really that good. I was gonna plead flat out honest, I did not like it. It was okay for the first, like, 6 chapters. It started to go down a little bit. I'm like, okay. Hopefully this thing doesn't turn out like, I mean, I already know it's gonna not be great. And then, barely even halfway. We're not even halfway through the book, and I just gave up hope. So, yeah. I'd just say I didn't like it. This isn't, like, some slappy level of bad. This is, like, top 10 at least. Very bad book. So, yeah. Let's get to the upsides. Okay. I'm sorry, I can't even stand the presents. Just block it out on my screen. There we go. So, yeah, okay, I'll stop joking around now. So, the upsides. There was only one. And that's, like, the biggest downside. The beginning wasn't too bad. It was a nice start to the book. It it didn't give away too much about the plot if you have no idea what you're getting into. It was really nice, setting up some awesome stuff that never went anywhere. You see this experimental area? That went almost absolutely nowhere. I'm like, oh, I thought we would have to bring it back somehow, or be some more like experimental stuff. Maybe it'll be a big part of the book. And I mean, there's just upsides, and we're talking about a downside. I'm just saying, everything before all of this bullshit around chapter 16, when the book just started going downhill, or I just started giving up hope on the book actually being somewhat decent, because it wasn't. It was alright. It wasn't actually terrible. It was genuinely okay. I mean, it's your usual Slappy World book where it's just like, okay. It's nothing crazy. With a few exceptions, of course, being a few newer books, which are pretty alright, must say. But, yeah, the only part I kind of liked of the book was the beginning, because it wasn't too crazy and wasn't too stupid. Now, let's get to the downsides. I know, that went by pretty fast, so, yeah, downsides! Hooray! Yes, I have boobies. Yes, I identify, well, my pronouns are he, him. Yes, there are a ton of downsides, and I will not go into detail, because if you read the book, you already know it. Now, I'm gonna be a little calm here for this segment, because I know you're already gonna be, like, you already turned down your volume or something, because you were, already prepared to hear me rant, but you can just go ahead and turn it back up, because I'm not gonna do that. This book fucking sucked! And everything after chapter 15, or I mean, beginning page I already knew what was going into, but everything after chapters 15, I know, big part of the book, you know, everything up to that point was just mid. It was not terrible. It was okay. After that, you wanna know where it went? That's how downhill this book went. You know what? Fuck it. It curved downhill. It curved. It's like a roller coaster. You're going downhill, and it slowly gets down, goes back up. Like, oh, I hate this part. Oh, I love this part. It's nice and good. Oh, God. No, this is just straight up like that. Actually, no, it's like, imagine you're on a roller coaster and you're upside down. How about you spiral like that upside down, huh? Does that sound fucking fun? Because that's how it felt like reading this goddamn book. I cannot explain. There are so many things wrong with this book. First of all, the bird was almost absolutely fucking useless. It was just like a big plot device they wouldn't shut up about, and it had like nothing to do besides, oh, I bit Anna. Anna's now looking like a bird. Now she's the main thing for like the whole book. This bird could have been just died. It could have died and the book could have been almost exactly the same. There could have been a small few tweaks. Almost exactly the same. Bird felt like it was kind of useless. Experimental lab area, whatever. Kind of a reference to Outbreak Detective. Experimental area. Jesus, it was underused as fuck. It had like nothing to do with the book at all. Okay? Nothing to do with the book. And not to mention, this is literally just Chicken 2 in a nutshell. Oh my god, a girl or a boy or whatever. Oh, I don't want to get general neutral here. I'm just gonna say, so they're turning into a bird. Oh no. Oh shit. What do we do? What the fuck? We've seen this before and it was terrible once. And I must say, it was worse this time. I genuinely hated it. At least that book had something to it. There was a fucking witch. Or was it actually not a terrible ending? It was pretty shit still, but it was alright. But this book didn't have any, like, black magic or cool stuff happening. It's just bullshit. It's like a modern sequel. It's like a remake. It turned out to be worse than Chicken. I'm not even kidding. I hate it. I mean, holy fucking shit. I just want to say, how and why? Why would you bring back this book? And why would you remake it, technically? Stein, you obviously knew what you were doing. I don't do this again. I get it. It was probably fun to just make, because you know everybody's going to hate it. And honestly, I must admit that was kind of a funny part. Because I knew immediately that everybody was going to hate this book. As soon as I read the description, as soon as I knew what it was about, I'm like, oh my god, it's literally Chicken 2. And I was not incorrect. I was completely right. Like, from all the videos I've seen so far, nobody has liked this book that much. at least, like, people are giving, like, a 5 out of 10. At the absolute most, what I've seen. Like, more likely than, like, a 10 out of 10. I haven't seen him actually do that, but just terrible. It's literally just Chicken Chicken 2. And not to mention, Cooper Clavin's a fucking asshole. He's a downright bitch. You think the younger brother or sister in every Goosebumps book is always the annoying character who was like, ooh, the cool plot device? No. Sure she was, but she was genuinely just not the bad guy here. She wasn't even like the antagonist. I mean, the antagonist supposed to be the bird. Cooper Clavin was the fucking antagonist. He's downright evil. I'm not gonna say it if you haven't read the book yet. Just read it. The things he does in this book are evil. I'm gonna say one thing. He does not help his sister at all when he knows exactly what's going on. He uses her turning to a bird for his own personal gain. Absolutely evil. Rants over. Now, let's get to the rating. Hooray! This book was shit. 2 out of 10. Enough said. And that is going to do it for this video. I hope your ears are bleeding. I hope I scared you. Evil. Spooky. I hope you completely agree with me. If you don't, I don't know what to say. I guess I respect your opinion. Like, you can like this book. But if you've read a Goosebumps book, this is not it, bud. This is not it. If you're gonna start out reading Goosebumps, this is not it, bud. Do not read the latest Goosebumps book. Well, on July 4th, though, however, I would strongly recommend you read the latest Goosebumps book because I feel like it might be a good one. You know, it kind of sounds cool, and then it ends up being worse than this. Just imagine. Anyways, that is all I have for you guys today. Like I said, hope you agree with me. If you don't, yeah, I'll try to upload more frequently. I can definitely promise that during the summer because I will have a shit ton of more time. Today was a little tiring, so this was a little tough for me to get out, especially since I just yelled at the top of my lungs. So yeah, see you a lot more frequently in the summer months. Maybe a little less in August, comparing for like September. Might be some book reviews during that month, quite a few. You never know, but a little bit of ambiguous. So I should just shut up, keep quiet, especially about July. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Hooray! Real quickly, guys, I want to point out that the cover art is pretty good. It's a masterpiece. For how bad the book was, I must say the cover art's pretty good. Anyways, now I'm officially out. Goodbye, my